When multiplying numbers containing decimals, please note that the decimal point does not have to be lined up. Although with this first example, it just happens to be lined up, but that's a coincidence. With the second example, you should note that the decimal point is not going to be lined up, and that is okay. You only need to line up the decimal points when you are adding or subtracting decimals. When multiplying numbers with decimals in them, I would start by ignoring the decimals and just multiplying as if it were a regular multiplication problem without decimals. 4 times 5 is 20, so we're going to place a 0 here, carry our 2, and then multiply 4 times 2, which is 8, plus 2 more is 10. Now, when we write our decimal in the answer, what you have to do is go back to the problem and count the total number of place values that there are after all of your decimals. After this decimal, there is one place value, and after this decimal, there is also one place value after it as well, for a total of 2 place values. So in the answer, there also has to be a total of 2 place values after your decimal point, so the decimal has to be placed right here. So the answer of 0 and 4/10 by 2 and 5/10 is 1 whole. Now for the second example, we are also going to ignore the decimal and not even worry about it until we get an answer. 5 times 5 is 25. We carry the 2. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 more is 12. We put a 2 and carry our 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 more is 6. Because we are done with this place value, we are going to put a 0 in the next row right underneath that 5, and move on to multiply the 2 by each digit on the top. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And 2 times 1 is 2. Now we take all of our digits and add them together. And now we have to figure out where our decimal point is going to be placed. After this decimal, we see a total of 1 place value. After this decimal, we see a total of 2 place values. So altogether, we would say there are 3 place values altogether after your decimal points within the problem. So the same must be true in your answer. Therefore, we are going to write the decimal point right here, because you will see that there are 3 place values if we place our decimal point in this location.